On the west coast of Israel, between Tel Aviv and Haifa, lays the ancient port city of Caesarea. Water, water, water. But it's not the kind that you can drink. And that was an issue for the ancient people that lived here in Caesarea, or Caesarea, depending on who you ask. Today, the modern state of Israel boasts this beautiful beach where people come day in and day out to enjoy the blue waters and the ancient ruins of the Roman Empire. Welcome to the ancient aqueducts of Caesarea. Here there are 3 aqueducts. The original that was created by King Herod, a second set created by Emperor Hadrian, who came from Rome to see the eastern Judean part of his empire. Now, a third set of aqueducts, a low-level aqueducts, are here with us as well. Those were created later by the Byzantine Empire. These 3 aqueducts are still here today in great condition, and 2 of them over here still functioned for 1,200 years, bringing fresh water to the people, and in fact, 5 legions were responsible for creating them. You can see their etchings where they wanted people to know they wrote their names, and there's a big tile in the Israel Museum detailing 6 lines of people that were involved in this creation. It's very cool, and you can come over here and see if you can find some etchings yourself. This is Caesarea National Park, where there are pristine ruins all around us, but just about 6% are what excavators believe has already been brought to the surface, and some of those ruins are actually under the water. So this is a place where it's believed that Peter heard the voice of God telling him to welcome Gentiles and to journey with them to Caesarea. At the time, it was hostile here between Judeans and Gentiles, and this was considered to be somewhat of a turning point. So many of these excavations are so beautiful, and we're going to see even more of them. Come with us. Here in the park, there are a number of excavations, including the Hippodrome, where there were gladiator fights, circus performances, and an amphitheater, which is still used for performances until today. And a number of new excavations have been unveiled, including vaults and a mosaic floor and a Byzantine synagogue. In ancient Roman times, there were 2 impressive ports, one of them in what is today Gaza in the south, and the other right here in Caesarea. Now, just 2 years ago, shipwrecks were found underneath these waters, and on board were items that must have belonged to the people, including gems, rings, and even a batch of 1,700-year-old coins that were made of gold. Now, one of the major exports that were taken out of this place was grape product. The other export were Judean slaves that were brought in shackles via ship from here to Rome. Amongst the last sights that they saw were the aqueducts we visited on shore. After getting lost amongst the ruins, you can find yourself having a fine dining experience here in Caesarea with gelato and plates of spaghetti, you name it. This is a wonderful place. There's no shortage of activities to do here in Caesarea, whether you're shopping in the artisan craft markets, or you're eating in fine dining restaurants, or if you're learning how to snorkel or scuba dive under the water to see the ancient ruins. In addition to all of that, you can learn how to blow glass, just like the ancient craftsmakers who come from this very region. On your next trip to Israel, make sure to come over to the ancient port city of Caesarea.